Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, St. Vincent and the Grenadines will soon be gaining significantly from the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, Caribbean Agricultural Productivity Improvement Activity, CAPA. The program is geared at boosting food security by the expansion of fruit and vegetable production, building the capacity of buyers and input suppliers to strengthen relationship with farmers and improving level extension systems. The initiative comprises three interrelated components, with each carrying specific roles to positively impact smallholder farmers, enterprises, and consumers across the region. Objective 1 seeks to increase smallholder market led production of fruits and vegetables. Objective 2 improving domestic and regional market linkages for smallholder farmers. And Objective 3 strengthen public private sector extension skills, capacity, and systems to transfer best practices to smallholder farmers. The 3 year, $5.3 million US aid program will utilize an integrated value chain approach. The project will incorporate the inclusion of on farm technologies such as shade houses and climate smart practices to fortify production and practical storage solutions to maintain shelf life. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Cooperative Credit Union's microloan program is a step in the right direction. This is according to Communications Officer at the Center for Enterprise Development, CED, Keisha Phillips, during the launch of the program earlier this week. She noted that this program will provide the boost needed for many small businesses in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We hear more from the CED's Communications Officer.
In terms of a program like this, one may even wonder if $10,000 is enough for a business. We acknowledge that it is a step. It may be a baby step, but it is a step in the right direction. It is a start because there may be micro businesses that do not have the credentials that they need or the capital that they need to get to where they want to go. But at least a microloan would start them off in going towards where they need to go and in terms of growing their businesses, starting and growing their businesses.
That was Communications Officer at the Center for Enterprise Development, the CED, Keisha Phillips. Applications for the SVG PCCU's microloan program open up on Wednesday, August 2nd, with the deadline for applications being Friday, September 1st, 2023. Still on the local scene, Minister of Tourism, Civil Aviation, Sustainable Development and Culture, Carlos James, said the upcoming CARICOM 50th anniversary celebrations at Victoria Park on August 1st, 2023, is a vibrant cultural gathering that unites our Caribbean family. The historic event, scheduled to commence at 2 p.m. on Emancipation Day, promises to be a momentous occasion to commemorate 5 decades of regional integration, cooperation, and the collective journey towards freedom and unity among Caribbean nations. Speaking of the Emancipation Day event, Minister James said, this momentous CARICOM 50th anniversary celebration at Victoria Park is more than just an event. It's a vibrant cultural gathering that unites our Caribbean family. According to an official release, the CARICOM 50th anniversary celebration seeks to honor the visionaries and leaders who laid the foundation for regional cooperation in 1973. Over the past half century, CARICOM has played a vital role in fostering economic development, social progress, cultural exchange, and movement of people among member states, creating an indelible impact on the lives of millions of people across the Caribbean. On to news in the region. The Inter-American Development Bank, the IDB, on Wednesday said that its pioneering Education, Youth, and Employment EYEI bond program, through which countries such as Suriname and Jamaica are beneficiaries, is expected to benefit more than 2.7 million students over the next 4 years. I bonds, which carry the AAA credit rating of the IDB, help connect investors with IDB programs in education, youth, and employment in Latin America and the Caribbean, the IDB said, noting that since its launch, the Washington based financial institution has issued 52 I bonds for a total of US $3.1 billion. The IDB said that over the next 4 years, projects supported by IDBI bonds are expected to train 266,000 teachers, test 725,000 students, and provide training to 8,000. The program aims to solve the challenges of poverty and inequality through a life cycle approach, from early childhood care and education through formal primary and secondary education, as well as facilitating labor market placement. The Caribbean Examination Council, the CXC, said it's too early to say whether the pass rate for the 2023 Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate CSEC mathematics exam dropped as a result of its decision not to mark paper 2 after it was leaked online. Dr. Nicole Manning, CXC's Director of Operations, told reporters this morning that the marking process is ongoing and a full analysis will be available when results are released on August 24th. The marking and grading process for CXC is an objective process managed each year in relation to the submission of the work done by a candidate. Whether there will be an improvement or not, that's not really something that will be determined after after the process is completed, she said. CXC was forced to adjust its marking scheme after papers for the May exam were stolen from an examination center in Jamaica. CXC is using a quote unquote modified approach to grade the mathematics exam. The marking scheme was developed in 2020 to combat challenges posed by the coronavirus pandemic. And finally, on the international scene, a British built spacecraft is expected to fall to Earth today after completing a transformative mission to map the planet's winds. The ALS satellite fired a laser down through the atmosphere to track the movement of air in any location at every altitude all around the world. Its success means replacements are already being planned. But the project very nearly failed to get off the ground at all because of the difficulty in making it work. For more than a decade, engineers struggled to develop an ultraviolet instrument that could operate for long enough in the vacuum of space, and this delay led to the satellite being dubbed the Impossible Satellite. This has been WeFM's 3 p.m. News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 5:30 for WeFM's Evening News, and we thank you for listening.